this is Stephen with Fairs Management Interactive, also known as Fairs M.I. And in our Learning Fairs M.I. One Tab at a Time series, we're going to start by looking at Plan Control. When we click on this, it creates a drop-down list, and you'll see that there are outdoor areas and there are building halls. Now, each of these acts as a background when we load them up, and then the objects that we create later on for the layouts are the foreground. I'm going to go ahead and click on the All Grounds. Now when we do this, the first thing you may see is this Layers Control tool right here pops up every time you pop up a new map. And I'm going to explain to you that in another lesson, but for now all you have to do is X that out, and if you want to go ahead and look at it again, it's this last little button on the right here will bring it up and back for you. So here's our map, an all grounds map, and if we zoom in on it slowly, you'll see that the resolution is very high, and the algorithm we've invented allows us to create very high resolution maps that load very quickly. Now, another thing you may notice, I'm going to go ahead and pan, is you'll notice that there are remarkably very few vehicles on this map, and one of the things we do is with your maps is that we clean them up by using in our graphics studio by removing the vehicles and other things that get in the way of laying a clean layout. But we can also go the other way with it too. We can also, in our graphics lab, if there's a building that's missing, we can add it, and if it's one that's been taken down, we can take it down. In the case of San Mateo, we actually went back and cleaned up this tree area so they had a clean street layout view to put their booths on for some of the smaller events that they may have down here in this court. Now if we go back to our drop down and we look, you'll see that there are other views here. I'm going to go ahead and click the lawn view again, and it is an isolated view. And what happens is once we get the all grounds map, the client will let us know, and you see here there's the layers map again. I'm going to delete it. So the client lets us know that in that all grounds there are certain areas that they would like close-ups of for dedicated use areas. And when they make us aware of that, then we create those in the drop down, and that's pretty much it. We add those in anytime. As long as they're subscribers, they can add as many of these views as they like at any time they like. It doesn't have to be done in advance. So let's go ahead and look at the building halls. So the building halls are created usually by drawings of the buildings that the client supplies. Sometimes we can get them online, excuse me. But they can come in various forms. They can either be PDFs or graphic files that may be a JPEG or a PNG file or something. They can be AutoCAD files, and they can also just be a pencil sketch that they take a picture of with their cell phone and email to us. The reason why I say this is that the way we draw these maps is that we convert them in ways that allow you to zoom in and zoom out closely, and they maintain their architectural clarity. And in the case of some of the fairs have very rough floor plans that they provide, and they are hesitant, and they should not be, because we can clean these up over time as the managers provide us more details and more measurements for these what start out to be rougher plans. They end up with a very clean plan that works on this application, but we also provide it to them to work to use in-house as a map. So that's basically it. It's very simple. This is how you start out, by creating these maps. One of the things we want to make clear is that the managers and coordinators really don't have to do much at all. We do all the setups. All they have to do is really use the tools. It's kind of like buying a car. We make the car, and the client, all they have to do is drive it. And so this is your first lesson in learning one tab at a time, and thanks so much.